We are now joined by Vancouver Rise FC Academy head coach Sam Gevaux and player Chloe Taylor. To start, Sam, momentous occasion here for the team. First time as the Rise to represent on the national stage. How are you feeling approaching match day one?
Super excited. A real honour to participate in the Concacaf Women's Champions Cup, especially representing the Rise for the first time under the Rise banner. We're really excited at the games we get to play in. It's going to be a real challenge, a real opportunity, but something we're really excited for.
Against the Washington Spirit, there's a lot of players there that have a lot of experience on the national team. What is that like for you in preparation, knowing the challenges ahead for some of the, especially the younger players that you have in the team?
Certainly adjust our preparations a little bit. We have to be very respectful of the quality of the opposition we're about to face, but we also want to try and do what we want to do. We want to try and impose a little bit of our style and our identity into the reality of the game that we're facing, which is going to be a real challenge, an exciting one. But I think we do have to be realistic that we are trying to set ourselves up for success as well in these games and set ourselves up to be competitive and challenging to play against. So we definitely have needed to adjust minor things, but we're excited at the challenge of showing sort of what we've been working towards.
Chloe, this is not your first time in this competition. You obviously played last year, had some pretty amazing matches for Whitecaps at the time. Now going into it as a Rise, how are you hoping that you learn from those lessons from last year's competition?
Yeah, I think last year was such a great opportunity. We got to play against some big names like Club America, the NWSL Giants. So I think going into it again this year, just continuing the same ideas, like being organized, contributing to the team in every way I can, and just going into it with the mindset that we can perform at this stage, and we showed that bit last year, and I think we're excited to show that again this year.
Does it, when you approach these games, do you feel like it becomes a little bit different knowing that you are representing Rise instead of Whitecaps, and with this kind of different group of players, some younger players as well? Is that kind of a new, fresh take on this competition for you?
Yeah, I think it's an honor to be able to represent Rise, and it being a new team and a new professional league in Canada. I think it's a great way to show the pathway that there is now the pro team that we can't play for in Canada. So I think that's super exciting and definitely an honor to be able to represent that.
And then last one for me, Sam, going into this, there's a lot of talk about expectations in terms of what you can expect from this team now that you've done your meeting, you're looking towards the match now tomorrow. What do you feel like the expectations are?
Expectations will be that we're going to give absolutely everything for every single second of the game, and we're going to challenge ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves from 0 to 90.
A couple from me. Coach, how important is this competition for the club, and just your plans and how this fits into the year?
I think it's a really unique scenario that we're in. We're obviously the only academy team that are in this tournament. So it's been very, very exciting, but a very unique experience for us to set up for this tournament, something that's been added to our game schedule and our plan. So it's been a really cool moment for us where we've been able to add some players to the squad, some players that have joined us towards the tail end of the season from some of our local clubs in BC. We've been really supported by some of the local clubs that we play against typically in our league season to support us on this journey. But we also have a lot of youth international players. I'm sitting next to a U17 national team player for Canada, and we have multiple players like that in our squad. So I think for us, it's let's see where we stack up, not just as a club and a staff, but let's give our young players an opportunity to rise to the occasion and be really, really tested and challenged at the epitome of women's football, especially on this continent. So for us, it's can we experience this unique challenge together and just show where we're at as a group.
Great. For you, happy birthday.
Thank you.
What are some of the benefits of getting to play teams from other countries? I mean, both on the field and off the field with the experience.
I mean, I think to start, like, we get to play against some of our idols. Like, I know growing up, I've always watched Trinity Rodman. Like, I turn on the NWSL games to watch Trinity Rodman. So I think that's, like, one of them. Just, it's such an honor to be able to play against people we look up to. I think it's also a taste of like, we all want to go pro. We all have that in our dreams. So I think, seeing what that level's like, seeing how far we have to come, but also showing where we're at now and what we're able to do at the level.
And what's more difficult, facing these opponents with more experience or significant travel?
I mean, probably just facing them on the field. Like, I think we have lots of practice and travel. We did a lot last year, and I think the club makes it really smooth for us. So I think it'll be a good test on the field.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.